everybody and welcome back to my channel. So like I said, every week of October I'm going to be uploading a Halloween related video. In this week's video we are going to be creating a candy corn squishy and making the packaging for it. So for this DIY you are going to need a car wash sponge, some scissors or an X-Acto knife, some white puffy paint, some acrylic paints, some random food packaging or wrappers, popsicle sticks or a paintbrush, and lastly you're going to need a marker or something to write with. So to begin this DIY we are going to start with tracing out our shape onto our sponge. So go ahead and use your marker and draw out whichever shape you'd like. In this case we are making a candy corn, so I am drawing a rounded off triangle onto my sponge. Once you have done this and you are happy with the shape, you can go ahead and start trimming it with the scissors. First start off with cutting big chunks of the sponge off, and then you can go back and add details and smooth the edges. This may take a while, but once you get to this point we can start painting. So what I do to prevent the paint from getting on my hands is I put on a plastic cheap glove, and I am just going to hold the squishy in my hand and pour the puffy paint on top and then just squish it around just to give it a base coat, so that way we're not working with just sponge, we're working with a sponge coated with some puffy paint. After that first layer of puffy paint, we're going to go back and either use a popsicle stick or a paintbrush, and we're going to go back and do another thorough coat of the puffy paint. So after this has dried for at least 4 hours, we're going to begin to paint it the candy corn colors. So what I do so that I don't have to buy a bunch of colors of puffy paint is I'm going to pour the white puffy paint and mix it with some acrylic paint. So you do this with the orange and the yellow, and you can just use the plain white puffy paint for the white part of the candy corn. Now we can begin painting. Just make sure that the order of the colors on your candy corn is correct. The order goes white, orange, and then yellow. Once all the colors are on, just wait for it to dry, and then you could draw on or paint on your kawaii face. So for the next part of this DIY, we are going to be creating the squishy packaging. So like I said, you can collect this packaging from either foods or other items that you have bought in the past, and then just save that packaging, and we are going to be using it today. Here I am drawing out my squishy package design on just a regular piece of paper, and later on we are going to laminate this with some tape and then just attach it onto the packaging. Once you have done this, you can insert your squishy into your homemade packaging and your squishy is all done. I hope you all enjoyed this video and I will see you next week with another spooky DIY. Bye guys!